Today we are going to make top round roast. So as you can see, I have it in a Ziploc bag because I tenderized it and marinated it and had it in the fridge. So it's been sitting in there for a couple hours. Usually best bet are normally at least 24 hours, 40 hours to really soak it in, but this time I want to get it done soon. So I start with oil, garlic, and butter. So now I'm going to add some pink sea salt. I'm going to mix this up, and then we're going to add the meat. Now the roast is in. Gonna let this cook both sides a little before we put it to take a nap for a while. So as you can see, we want to brown the sides before we put it into slow cook. It's usually the best way to do it instead of waiting till the end. Now we're gonna add onions. A couple onions cut up. There we go. Let that cook for just a little bit, and then we're going to go ahead and add our water, and we're going to let it sit. So now we're going to add the water, probably about 5 cups of water. You don't want to have the meat completely underwater, so you want the top just a little bit out, but enough that you can leave it to cook for a while and it won't just all evaporate. So to add some seasoning, we're going to use Better Than Bouillon vegetable base. This stuff is actually really good. I believe you can find it in any supermarket. So I'm just going to go ahead and put maybe a teaspoon, maybe less, because it's very concentrated, but it'll give a nice extra flavor. Alright, so we're going to add some extra seasoning. So first, some garlic. Can't go wrong with garlic. This is mixed peppercorns. Pepper. And then one of my favorites, smoked paprika. This stuff is amazing. But not too much because the flavor is super strong. It gives that nice, really smoked flavor. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, just mix that in. Mix it in. We'll leave some of it on top of the meat. Mix that in. Now all we're going to do is put the top on. Put it on low. And then we're going to let that cook. First we'll start for about an hour. Check on it. See if we need to add any more water. And then all together, it could take 2 to 3 hours, depending. Now the cut is not a huge piece. It's thick, so it'll take a little longer, but it's not a really big piece. So we'll check it out. We'll see how it is. Alright, it's been an hour. It's looking good, so let's put in for another hour and a half. No extra water is needed. Alright, so we are about 2 hours in. You can see from the sides, a lot of the liquid has evaporated. So what we're going to do is we're going to add probably another 2 cups of water. We don't want to add too much water because it'll water down the flavor. So we're going to add another 2 cups of water. And then we are going to throw it back on probably for about another hour because we want to make sure that this is tender because it's a little tender, but we want this thing to pretty much fall apart. See? So it's already kind of there, but I mean, I want that to, you just look at it and it falls apart. Alright, after 3 hours of cooking and letting it rest for another 15, this is our final product. Look at this. Just goes to show you how soft it is. You can even cook it for even longer, which should be obviously even softer depending on how you like it. Now it's time to cut it up or just shred it, whichever is easier. I hope you enjoy. Good luck. One last look at how it turns out once you cut it up a little bit. Pretty much just falls apart. Can't wait to eat it. So this is one last step, but it's optional. Take the juices from the roast and pretty much use it like a gravy and just pour it all over. Believe me, it's going to be worth it.